What's good, people? So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about secrets to help you pass Citizenship Paper 2 according to edXL. So there's three things that we're going to be looking at today. One of them, or two of them to be fair, sort of linked, but not the same as Paper 1. But yeah, let's get into it. So point number one, cook the meat first. Now, for this paper, I may start off with section C. Okay, and that means in the order of the questions. Don't just jump to the synoptic question at the end. Okay, and we'll come back to that in a second. But you want to start off with section C. It will have the quiz questions. Get that started, get that under your belt, and then tackle the 10 and the 15 marker that will be in there. So do that section first. Point number two, B. There are going to be three questions that you can pretty much plan for. The first one is that question 9 is more often than not going to be based on international organizations. So you would have by now looked at international organizations such as the UN, the EU, the European Council and the Council of Europe, which aren't the same thing, the World Trade Organization as well, the Commonwealth, I think that's it, top of my head, and if I haven't said the UN. But anyways, so you're going to get a question that usually asks you, for whatever reason, to refer to at least two of those. So make sure you revise your international organizations because they will come up specifically for question 9. Question 10, that is going to be the question that asks you to consider both sides of a particular debate. You need to give at least 3 paragraphs and no conclusion is needed for that. So once you've got your 3 to 4 paragraphs, I would say 3, leave it alone. Okay. Next, question 11. That is a synoptic question. Now, this basically means that whatever the question is, you're going to have to refer to information from themes A to D. Themes A to D. So that will include themes and topics from the first half of the course. So that's theme A to C. So living in the UK, democracy in the UK, and law and justice, as well as some sort of link to theme D as well. Okay. So make sure you still revise and you stayed on top of some of the key concepts for themes A to C. I would typically make sure that you refer to them with links to fundamental British values because that will make it easier for you to remember. And then finally, beat the caps. Now, there's a few caps in here that aren't necessarily in paper 1. So we're going to go through the 3 main ones. The first one is A, no reference to your own project. If you don't refer to your own project, you will most likely not get any marks for any of those questions. You have to refer to your own project. Otherwise, you risk getting no marks for the whole of section A. Section B, this came from the examiner's report. Read the source and the question. Too often what's happening is that people read the source and they make an assumption about what the question is asking, or they read the question but they don't necessarily read the source and therefore they're unable to refer to it in their answer. Read both of them, right? Read both of them. And on top of that, also underline the question and the keywords, okay? Or box, as I say, box the command words. So if it's asking you to explain, box that, so put a square around it and underline the key terms in terms of what it's asking you to explain, etc., right? But please make sure you read the source and the question. Lastly, this will account for especially 10, 12, and the 15 marker. And for the question about international organizations, you have to refer to both of them as well, right? Please make sure you give both sides of the argument. Otherwise, you will get capped, okay? So there you have it. Those are the 3 secrets for paper 2. Cook the meat first, the 3 different things you need to consider for question 9, 10, and 11, and the different caps to stop you maximizing your marks. So on that note, good luck and God bless.